Companies that participated in this year's Gipex are lauding the networking opportunities they benefited from during the three-day event. In fact, one exhibitor is urging local companies to also get their affairs in order to benefit from the opportunities available.
From the last GPEX show, we had acquired about 6 clients we're currently supplying, like the Halliburton, the Schlumberger, Noble. We are a supplier to those companies at the moment. Yeah, we supply them a tremendous amount of their consumables, a lot of their protective gears, and chemicals, etc. Yeah.
What has been this year's feedback? Have you guys gotten more interest? Any new clients?
Yes, well, you had Tolo just came online. Tolo is, we are trying to see how we can secure an account with them. One other thing I want to say to companies, get yourself prepared, make sure your documentation is correct, start putting your company in line more with record keeping, try to get ISO certification, try to get involved in a lot of training for your staff, not just training to operate stuff, but training how to speak to people, how to communicate, how to get that quick response. Because these are what the company is looking for. They're looking.
Apart from the networking benefits from the exhibition, Gipex also provided a platform for the public to understand what is going on in Guyana's budding petroleum industry.
It is a fruitful initiative. I think it's been an incredible opportunity for anyone who wants to get into this kind of business or learn about the oil and gas sector. Persons who are very new to it, meaning candidates or just persons in Guyana who do not have a clue, this is the perfect time to come and learn, because otherwise there are many misconceptions, and this can actually clarify it for a typical Guyanese.
Meanwhile, companies benefited from opportunities outside of the oil and gas sector.
I got a really good feedback because they're kind of telling me, look, listen, there's nobody really involved that does this type of training. They understand now the requirements now because of some of the international companies coming abroad. They have to make sure that they comply with some of the standards. Some of them need to comply with ISO and 14001 standards. And part of their standards now is enabling their people to be certified and trained. So there's an abundance of labor in Guyana. It's kind of like in different Caribbean islands as well. What happens is they have people with a lot of practical experience, but they're not necessarily certified as well. So sometimes now we have to now train them basically on the standards. One company came up to us the other day and he wants 200 operators to train. And that's just in the mining industry. That has nothing to do with oil and gas. So just to give you an idea of what's going on here.
There were also companies offering safety services.
We do a range of safety supply products for the oil and gas industry specifically. So we do a range of drop tool prevention, safety boots, PPE, gloves, all that sort of stuff, specialty. We basically help persons and companies be safer. So I think the presence of the GPEX going forward is an excellent show to keep everybody informed of what's happening in the industry.
Meanwhile, head of the Department of Energy, Dr. Mark Bino, told reporters that the number of investments coming out of this event augurs well for Guyana.
I have seen an outpouring of persons networking. According to those who were here last year, the event has attracted more persons, more booths than we did last year.
Davina Samru reporting for the Evening News.